It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see the Eagles' superstar wide receiver. He comes into this one 5th in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Eagles and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction.
25.
We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
There's really no way around it, Mike. I mean, let's just call it what it is. This has been a disastrous start to their season thus far. I mean, they desperately need to get a win and change some of the energy in that building, because I can assure you, I've been there before. As these losses stack up, every day becomes more and more of a drag. And then all of a sudden you get that one big win, and the spirits of the building just change overnight. They need that. Can today be that spark? Because if not, they're in for a long season.
On the ground, it's Allen. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the former Wildcat, played his college ball in Tucson at the University of Arizona, their rookie quarterback.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry on 4th down. Daniel Whelan is on to punt. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Goff. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this is intercepted. Picked off by Ardarius Washington.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. They'll go play action with Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll run with Bigsby. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Demario Davis there on the play. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Now, Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary. And the Eagles will take over here just past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And John's to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Mechie, the man in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of this. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On first down, it's Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
He'll get this complete to Allen. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 3rd down and 9. They bring the tight end in motion. From the gun, on. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Eagles have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Back to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught left side by Waddle. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw again. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 7, Bears nothing.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the pistol, here's Bigsby. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and he'll bring up 3rd down. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Third and long. Here's Goff. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently second in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. He keeps it himself. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 87 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Out comes Sly for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Mooney in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Quick throw, taken in.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a give on the ground. He'll get this right to the 20-yard line. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, you're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Eagles' 1st down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3. And a new set of downs. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown number 9 for the year. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. We'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
Mooney in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down following a pickup of 5. 3rd down, 3 to go.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Throwing right. It's taken in. Here's 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, they'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll try to run for it. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's their punter now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There is a flag backed by the kicker. It may very well give him new life.
Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. In motion, it's Waddle. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Waddle. And a milestone grab. Not just a 1st down, but catch number 100 on the year.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Reed. He's got it.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Bears nothing.
Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. This gonna be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. Ray Davis leading the charge on the ground. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Tyler Algier with a touchdown run. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Waddle. Now they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
First down throw there is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball. And that's what he's done in this one. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. This one is caught by Reed. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flock. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. A tight end in motion now. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. That one into the hands of Atwell. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Chicago.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Sly now for the point after. He's got it. And the Eagles keep rolling right along. 38-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Greg, you always talk about it. Take care of the ball. And in this one, this team just has not.
Yeah, and you're just not going to win in the NFL if you're going to lose the turnover battle at this rate. And it's not just one guy. There's multiple guys who have their hand in this, and if they don't get it cleaned up and they don't continue to prioritize.
Now, right on the heels of the pick six, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Goff in the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bears send out their punt team. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he was unguardable in the 1st half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Bears offense ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Goff to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of his defense.
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mechie, the man in motion. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Goff to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
In motion, it's Waddle. He'll look to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. He's got room past the 35. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff to throw on 1st down. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the Eagles' 48-yard line.
To throw is Goff. This one caught by Mechie. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Now, Goff. Open man is Mechie. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Goff. He's into space past the 25. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the bootleg, it's Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll try it now with Bigsby.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. Fourth down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Once again, it's Bigsby. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. That one is caught by Mooney. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is 4th and goal. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Patterson's kick is good. And the Bears will cut into that lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
In motion, it's Waddle. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Goff. He's got room past the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Goff Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Mooney in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
An 8-yard pickup brings up 4th down and 1.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.